We're back on Closing Bell. Box bouncing today as software appears to find some firm footing. Let's get to Deirdre Bosa live with Box CEO Aaron Levie. Dee?
Leslie, thank you. Aaron, hello. And that is a great place to start. How firm exactly is this footing? In other words, how do investors know that this is sustainable versus software just clearing a lower bar here?
That is above my pay grade, so I won't be able to talk about the trading dynamics of the street right now. But what I can say is, last week I think was great evidence from a variety of earnings calls, really across security, data platforms, systems of record that all showed that these businesses are extremely healthy right now. We had a fantastic Q1 we just reported, and we're seeing momentum really across all segments, all industries and geographies. And the common trend from our customer base that we're seeing, and I think it's true, not to speak of too much for Salesforce, Okta, Mongo, and others and Snowflake is enterprises need to be able to have core systems where their data and their workflows can go and be managed and secured and then connected up to all of the AI agents that they're using. So I think you're seeing a lot of resilience in these platforms. That's showing up in the Q1 numbers, and I think obviously reflected in much of the rebound in conversation that we're now seeing over the past couple of days.
Right, though we should note that rebound is somewhat uneven. Some of the names you mentioned, they've clawed back gains entirely or losses entirely this year. Some of them haven't. But Aaron, I want to ask you about something Sam Altman said on our air not too long ago to David Faber. He talked about this AI sticker shock that a lot of companies are now experiencing, blowing through their budgets, hitting margins. He said that it was the most fair criticism of AI so far, and that he expects in another year or two from now, there will be a much better rationalization of spend versus outcomes. What are you seeing, and how do we actually get there?
Yeah, I think we're in the wave right now, which is this is such a brand new technology, and each company has to go and figure out in their own unique environment where is the upside that you can get with AI. And to some extent, it's you can quickly determine that set of upside if you have lots of people trying the tools, using the technology, experimenting, and effectively, sort of letting 1,000 flowers bloom on these use cases. But at the end of that journey, you do need to be a bit more top-down and figure out where are the parts of the business that are seeing differentiated and disproportionate outcomes with the power of AI. And that's not necessarily going to be every use case that you saw in the kind of democratization period. So I think we're in the wave right now, which is AI is being sort of broadly adopted by end users in the organization, starting with chatbots, moving now to more agentic systems. There's still a lot of work to be done to actually implement these AI agents effectively in a number of workflows in the organization. And then in that process, companies are figuring out where is the best ROI being delivered. And then I think the next phase after that is you'll see much more kind of targeted approaches, which is frontier intelligence that is the most expensive per token will go into the highest impact areas where that intelligence represents the most amount of upside in a workflow. And companies might peel off other use cases that are sort of satisfied by either cheaper models or more efficient models and use those in other parts of the workflows. So I think we're going to just be in this evolution for the next couple of years. What it does point to, and this is super important, it actually really points to making sure then you have separation between where you manage your data and where you manage your workflows from where you're getting your intelligence. Because ultimately, you want to be able to mix and match then the best intelligence for the job across your data and across your workflows. So we think this actually gives a natural edge to software platforms that are the place where you manage that data, you manage the context for agents, and then you can bring in different agents and different forms of intelligence into that data, depending on which workflow you're trying to automate and at what cost profile you're looking to deliver.